In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the lower oil pan on your Nissan Armada located under the vehicle. Let's get started. We're going to be removing the oil drain plug to drain the oil. Using a 14mm socket, go ahead and remove it. Make sure before you remove the oil drain plug that you have a container to catch the oil that's going to come out of the engine. Remove the oil drain plug. And now let it drain. In order to remove the oil pan, we need to remove the suspension crossbar. We're going to go ahead and remove these two bolts. On one side, we're going to use a 19mm wrench. And that's just going to be there to hold the nut. And on the other side, we're going to use a 21mm socket to remove the bolt. Go ahead and take it out. And now we're going to be doing the same on the other one. Moving to the opposite side, we're going to have two more. Go ahead and remove those. When you loosen the last one, you want to make sure that you hold on to the beam so it doesn't fall. Now we're going to go ahead and use a small pry bar, and we're going to pry on the top on both sides. When you do this, you want to make sure you hold on to it so it doesn't fall off. I'm going to go ahead and do the same on both sides. Now we get access to the oil pan. There's going to be 8 10mm bolts around it. Go ahead and remove those. Using a 10mm socket, go ahead and take them out. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a flathead screwdriver and a rubber mallet. We're going to go ahead and wedge it in between the oil pan. And we're just going to go ahead and tap it, being very careful. And if you look, it's going to start separating. So we're going to have to do that all around the oil pan. Make sure you have a container underneath, because even though you drain the oil, some oil may still come out. Go ahead and remove the oil pan. Before we install the oil pan, we want to make sure that the surface is clean of debris. In this case, I'm going to be using a blade, being very careful not to damage the surface. Go ahead and scrape it off. Now that we scraped off all the old silicone, and now we can go ahead and spray some brake parts cleaner onto a rag and not onto this section, because you don't want anything in there. So go ahead and spray some onto the rag. And now we're going to wipe off the whole area. Make sure that it is free of debris. Moving over to a bench, we're now going to be putting some silicone gasket maker on this surface. We want to make sure that it is clean, so go ahead and wipe it off. Make sure that it is just free of debris. Try not to use any solvents here. Now we can go ahead and use a gasket maker, and what we want is we're going to go around the inside layer. Just like this. Make sure that you go on the inside of the bolt hole. And now we're going to wait 15 to 30 minutes to let it get tacky before we go ahead and install it on the vehicle. Moving over to the vehicle, we're now ready to install the oil pan. Make sure that it is free of debris. Now we can go ahead and install it. We're going to go ahead and line it up the same way the old one came out. By hand, you want to install the bolts. Now we can go ahead and snug everything up. Following the sequence on the screen, we're going to go ahead and get it torqued to 9 foot-pounds. Now we can go ahead and reinstall the crossbar. We're gonna go ahead and use a rubber mallet just to drive it in. Go ahead and line up the holes. Now we can go ahead and install the bolts. Do not tighten anything yet. Now we can go ahead and install the nuts by hand. We're gonna use a 19mm wrench on one side to hold the nut, and the 21mm socket on the other just to tighten it up. And now we're gonna repeat that on the opposite side. And now we're gonna torque these to 118 foot-pounds. It's gonna be the same for all 4 bolts. Now we can go ahead and install the drain plug. You wanna make sure you get a new crush washer. Go ahead and slide it on and start it by hand. Now we can go ahead and torque it to 26 foot-pounds. Moving to the top of the vehicle, we're gonna go ahead and refill it with oil. The cap is located right on this area. Go ahead and take it off. We're gonna be using a small funnel. Go ahead and put it on. And now we're gonna go ahead and refill it. For this particular vehicle, it takes 6.9 quarts of oil. Go ahead and remove the funnel. Reinstall engine oil cap. Now go ahead and run the vehicle and inspect for leaks.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.